Happy Multichrome Monday and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be featuring the collaboration between ShineBySD Cosmetics and Seeking Shifts, aka Riley. I'm so excited for this collaboration. Riley is an absolutely amazing human being and she just does the most beautiful multichrome swatches. She's one of the best multichrome swatchers out there and you definitely have to check her out. I will of course leave all her information down below. She also just recently started a YouTube channel, so definitely check that one out. Lots of amazing multichrome swatches on there. Huge congratulations on this collaboration and thank you so much for sending this to me in PR to try out. I was so excited to see these shadows in person because they are some of the most beautiful multichromes I've seen and definitely some new favorites as well. So I've been showing you some swatches as I've been talking through the intro already, but I'm going to be also creating 3 looks with 3 different shadows, and I did do a reel with one of the other shades, so definitely check that one out if you want to see Ice Blink in action because it is an absolutely stunning shadow. So let's get right into the 3 looks, and then at the end of the video I'll give you some of my thoughts. So for the first look I'm going to be dipping into the Blend Bunny Dollhouse palette, and I'm going to be predominantly using this kind of mauve column right here, and then I'm going to be pairing it with the shade Sundog from the collection. Just look at how beautiful this shade is. Dipping into Rouge, and I'm going to pop that right into my crease. I'm kind of taking my time and relayering it a little bit to build it up so I have a little bit more control. And I'm going to take Baby Doll and just put it all on the edges of that. And I'm using the Red for 13 brush. And I'm not going to be taking it all the way down here. Next I'm taking this EO4 brush from Game Beauty and I'm dipping into Plume. I'm going to basically use this to create an eyeshadow wing. Just really kind of smoke it out. But I'm not going to be bringing it all the way across my lid. I'm just going to take it about halfway into the center of my lid. Just really kind of feathering it out here. And then I'm going to take a little bit more and just line my lower lash line just a little bit. And then I'm going to make sure I really wipe this brush off, and I'm going to take a little bit of Baby Doll and just run it on the edge to really make sure that that is nice and blended. I'm going to do the same above it. And we've got a nice little eyeshadow wing. Next, taking some Fair & Pixie Epoxy, and I'm going to kind of tap it on and then tap it out with my pinky. Picked up Sundog on the Red for 28 brush, and that's just going to go all over my lid, pretty much, almost all over. And I'm kind of using the side of the brush to blend it into my crease. Look how beautiful that is, such a unique shade. And here's the finished look. Gonna be using the Allure palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Priming with the Gimme Glow eyeshadow primer. Taking Booty right into the crease. And building it up little by little. And then that's already blending out really nicely in the crease. I don't know if I really need to go in with Baited. I might just let this kind of feather out here. No, I'll go. Just gonna take some light setting powder to go over the edges. Using the same brush, which is the Red for 13 brush, taking X marks the spot to this outer corner right here. Just kind of tapping it on first to lay it down. And then whipping off the brush, I'm going to work that outwards, just blend it out. Taking X marks the spot underneath my lower lash line just to connect. And I'm just going to go back in with that on this Red for 13 brush. And just blend further out here. Putting down some Fair & Pixie Epoxy and then just tapping it out. Picked up Diatreme and that's going to go all over the lid. That is so, so beautiful. And And I'm taking it up a little bit into my crease because it would end up there anyways. And then I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more, put it all over the lid. And here's the finished look. For this other look, I'm going to be using the All Done Up palette from Blend Bunny, and I'm going to be going into this green olive toned column. Picking up Muse, and it's going to go all the way into my crease. And I'm going to take a little bit of Vision on the edge of that. And I'm going to go back in with more Muse. Picked up Shapely, and that's going to go all over the lid and into the outer corner here. And then I'm going to take another brush to like really help blend it out, but it's already blending so nicely. I don't really feel like I need to. I'm going to wipe it off just so that there's nothing on it, and then take it on the outer corner. My eye's watering. And then going in with some Fahrenheit Pixie Epoxy. Just one swipe all over the lid, and then I'm going to tap on it. Make sure there's not too much product, making sure it's nice and tacky. Picking up the shade that I can't pronounce. It is, I think, my favorite shade out of this entire collection. It is just so magical. And that's going to go all over my lid, and just look at that. Oh my goodness. This is what dreams are made of. Picked up just a little bit more. And I'm just going to kind of swipe it sideways to blend it into the corner. And then to finish off the look, I'm taking Shapely just a little bit underneath my lower lash line, just to add some definition there and connect it with the outer corner. Unfortunately, my eye's watering, so it's kind of sticking down weird a little bit. And here's the finished look. So I am biased because Riley is my friend and I love her to death, and I'm extremely happy for her, but of course I wouldn't also lie if I didn't like the collection. It's multi-chromes, so you know I'm going to enjoy it, and I think that these are just so beautiful. I have tried ShineBySD quite a few times before, and they do have a slightly drier formula overall, but that just means that you will not experience creasing, especially if you're using some sort of a tacky primer, which you don't have to because you could just dampen the shadows. These are all super smooth. None of these are really flaky. Ice Blink is the sparkliest, but it's not chunky or flaky. It's just got that extra sparkle, especially in bright light, sunlight, etc. So the way I put these in the palette, these top 3 are my top 3. I think these are my favorite, definitely would highly recommend. And this one is Ice Blink, then there is Sundog, and then this last one I cannot pronounce, but it's this one. And these two were featured in the 2 looks that I did. And I have also worn some of these shades off camera. I just really find myself wanting to reach for these when I'm going into the office. There's just no fuss with these. I don't have to worry about creasing or them just disintegrating on my lid or anything like that. This formula is a really nice, smooth, reliable, multi-chrome formula. You can use a tacky base, but you absolutely do not have to if you wanted to just dampen the brush. By that I mean like mist it lightly and then pick up the shadow and place it down. You could totally do that. With Ice Blink, I would probably recommend, if you have hooded oily lids, just to add something tacky that will dry down, just to really ensure that you don't really get much fallout throughout the day. Also love Alpenglow, and I really feel like this is a nice variety of some sheer multichromes and then some more opaque multichromes. It is such a great balance, as well as color variation. I don't feel like there's too many greens, too many purples, too many reds. Now I'm not sure if these are in stock. I think some of the shades might be sold out, especially Ice Blink. I believe this one went like immediately sold out. So make sure you're following Riley and ShineBySD, and I'm sure they will be updating as they restock these. You can buy the entire bundle, or you can also buy these individually, which is great because then you can just pick and choose which shadows you like. So those are my thoughts on the collaboration between ShineBySD and Seeking Shifts, aka Riley. Again, please make sure to check out her Instagram as well as her YouTube channel. And that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time.